Beer Time with Beer Man. Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? Well, it's another Malt Happy Wednesday. We're on, I think, number 3 now out of 8. So we'll do five. I can do my math in my head. Five more of these shows after this one. But this is a special Irish one, and we're bringing some Irish themed beers, or Irish beers if you have them. But this is a sensory panel. This is a panel where we beer nerds learn about our malts, hops, whatever we have for the 2-month theme. We'll be doing this every 2 months. We'll change it up. So right now we have, I got so used to looking at BRB. We have Bumpy Road Brewery here. Thank you so much, kind sir. Appreciate you. And maybe we'll see Brian in later, Thrash Metal Homebrew and Barbecue. He's probably racing home in his car. Hopefully he doesn't wreck and gets here safely if he shows up. So so we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead. And what we're going to do is just, as you've seen before, as some of you have seen, we're just going to show off. I've got my notes kind of up here in websites that I found, different notes on malts that I have in, whether it's a recipe for that style, or, you know, like the things that go in that style, or what's actually in your beer. Go over those malts and talk it out, see if your beer tastes a lot like what's in there, and so on. So, all right, Bumpy.
Right. So I was just looking up some of the malts that would basically be used within this style of beer. This is 603's small batch series, so they call it the EO9 because it's beer design. And they put their cans their kegs upside down. It reads EO9. So this is EO9's Nitro Breakfast Stout. It is brewed with cacao nibs, lactose, vanilla, and local coffee roasters coffee, Side Hustle coffee roasters. 4.8% ABV. And typically, for making these types of stouts, you're going to see, well, your base malt, which is either a 2-row, simple 2-row, or maybe an English 2-row like Marisot or something similar to that, which will bring out more of that kind of biscuity type note. And then you're going to see some chocolate malts being used, which chocolate malts can present a little bit of a chocolate note, but I think they actually tend to lean closer to coffee type flavors. You might find probably see some of the caramel malts used as well, anywhere from the caramel 40 to all the way up to 120 possibly. And black patent malt's another one that's typically used, and maybe some roasted barley. For like, if it was like an Irish stout, you'd probably see a lot more roasted barley and stuff used as well to give off some nice harsh type of darker notes. But let's this says I have to shake it twice, open, and I had one of these last night, and I know that it's not going to all fit in this because it does build a head, and I didn't shake it. I rotated it last night, so let's go ahead and shake it twice. There's the 2 shakes, and it's going to blow up all over me.
Oh.
So you can see that cascading.
Beautiful. That's awesome.
Like I said, I knew it wasn't all going to fit, so I do have some left in the can. But yeah, I did the little bit of that cascade. Whereas thrash metal would like to say, snowstorm. So, I got some on my hands. It's kind of a messy thing to do, to pour beer like that, because once you shake it or flip it around a lot, you tend to get a lot of spray back. So my hands are very sticky, but I can smell lots of coffee from back here. So good coffee notes, bit of chocolate too, actually. Yeah, roasty like some of the richest French roast type coffee that you might actually get if you go to an Irish pub and you get like a dinner or whatnot, and they offer you any coffee. You probably get the French roast, the actual thing where they have that little coffee thing. That's weird. They have like the beans and stuff right in your coffee, and they press it down. The coffee press, I think is what it's called.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so it's very robust with that. It smells like a really deep French roast coffee, and some chocolate in there. So a little bit of that. What do they call that? A macchiato.
Yeah.
Great smelling beer. I don't really love like coffee so much. If it's on like the blacker, like I don't like black coffee. It's just too bitter. And yeah, I like to have some sweetness. So that kind of chocolatey note that's coming through it is almost a little bit of a mild to a little bit of a milk chocolate type aroma mixing in with that coffee. So it makes it smell like a sweeter coffee, in which I would prefer to drink. So
Me too.
it's a nice smell. I like the robustness of it, but I like sweetness too. I don't like robust and bitter. I like robust and sweet.
Nice.
So yeah, let me get into this and I'll talk about. It's so sticky. Cheers.
Cheers.
First off, it's nitro, a nice creamy mouthfeel. There's like no carbonation feel to it. Smooth. Lots of that robust note coming through the coffee. Chocolate is pretty present as well. Nice chocolate, just like the nose. It's got that kind of mild bitter chocolate with some of that milk, that sweeter milk chocolate type flavor. Pretty robust coffee note. Still tasting like a French vanilla. Actually, there is vanilla in this, so that could actually be playing some of the sweetness too, as well, to make that chocolate note that would have been probably more bitter into that milk chocolate type flavor. So French vanilla worked. That was a slip of the tongue.
French vanilla, nice.
French vanilla coffee.
Yeah, sounds good. How creamy that is.
Creamy milk. Much better than Guinness.
Nice.
I know Guinness. Well, if you mean they have different Guinnesses, obviously, but if you get their dry Irish stout, that one's very very coffee forward and stuff, but a little bit less sweet. To me, that kind of has more of a bitter edge. This one's not super bitter; it is more on the sweeter side. The hops don't play a whole heck of a lot in this, as far as the flavor, just kind of balances it out. So a little touch of a bitterness at the tail end, but the malts all come through like they should. Chocolate, coffee, the roastedness. I couldn't really tell you if there's roasted barley in this, because it is, like I said, a little bit less harsh than like what you might get out of an Irish stout. So
what's the flavors necessarily like with roasted barley? Like, because you have like, isn't roasted barley got its lights and darks in the mix? Isn't there one that's kind of like spritzy, like salty pepper?
I haven't really looked into it because I'm not sure if there's different roasts on the roast. I'm sure each what do they call them? Each malter
Yeah.
would probably have a different technique, a different kennel temperature, and
Oh, it is darker.
It'll
It's
probably
darker.
have different. Yeah, it is roasted,
Right.
but depending on how they treat it, how they roast it, what the grain was, the malt was that they were using
Right.
beforehand as well. You're going to get different SRMs, different colors, and different flavor notes. Some can be more harsh and dark and more roasty than others. They might be a little more sweet, less.
Oh, okay. So you're saying you don't know like the intensity of the roasted barley flavors that you're getting, or probably you just don't, like, you can't really figure out the Like the
I just noticed. I mean, like with the dry Irish stouts, where it just does have a bit more of a harsher bite to it. This one
okay,
doesn't,
right,
but it could just be because of all the extra stuff that's added as well, like cacao nibs, the lactose, the vanilla,
and the
all those
adjuncts.
kind of things that would bring in a sweet side. Um,
Perfect, yeah,
so,
nice, dude.
but yeah, it's a
Cool.
pretty nice drinking beer. I highly recommend it. Cheers! They
Oh
just came out
yeah.
with it this year too. I think this is their first time using nitro.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, man. Thanks, Bumpy. I appreciate it. That was great. That was really great, man. I mean, I try to learn as much as I can. I think you or anyone else does, right? And
Yeah,
you don't know if you take it in, but then sometimes you got to read about it or test yourself or quiz yourself. But
read it all over and over again too.
yeah, just
Sometimes,
constantly learning.
sometimes like myself, I found I'd be talking about something, which I may have just been talking about something here, and then I'll go back and I'll read an article that I thought I had, learned about something. And it's like, oh wait, I was bass backwards on that.
Right. Well, that's how you learn. Though. That's how you learn. So it's okay to mess up. If everyone thinks it's not okay, then go to hell. We're only human. Cool, man. So yeah, that was great. That sounds good. It sounds really good.
Mm.
Sounds really good.
I don't like nitro beers either. Really, there's only a select
Me
few.
neither. Yeah, I'm not a big nitro fan. Um, if they're good, I get me. If you get some good flavors though coming through them, that's nice.
Yeah.
The so this one's what I have is I have Plaid Habit from Boulevard Brewing Company. It's their 2020 edition, limited release edition, Canadian whiskey barrel aged imperial brown ale. I've had this before, done it somewhere. I might have done a review of it, and I think I got them from my local store here. They've been sitting for about 6 months in my room here. 12.4%, 13 IBUs. Basically, these guys are out of Kansas City, Missouri. Great brewery. So an imperial brown ale or brown ale in general, something I just kind of went off of today. I thought it was a good recipe. They're using Maris Otter Pale, which is like a unique, rich, light, nutty flavor. It's got 3.5 to 4.5 lava bond. It's a little lighter, obviously a lighter malt. It's a base malt. Um, just trying to read off of what the Northern Brewers says about it. It's a low nitrogen content, uniformly plump kernels, and robust husk that has made it a favorite among English brewers for its reliable and forgiving brewhouse performance. Maris Otter is more of it's a richer barley, isn't it? Like it produces a little more richer flavors. And am I wrong when I say that, or
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're gonna get more of the biscuit type
biscuit? Right.
notes out of it, or toasty bread almost. Versus
Okay.
like the two row, like an American two row is going to be more like white bread.
Right.
You know.
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of a bread crust, but
I like I like the Maris Otter. It's more expensive from what I remember, but it's well
yeah,
worth it in some
yeah.
beers. Would you recommend using it in every beer, or are there some beers that are okay with two row? Or do you want to stick mainly with the English beer styles with the Maris Otter?
I think it depends on what you're brewing.
Okay, right.
I mean, if you want a cleaner profile and less malt type notes, then I probably wouldn't use Maris Otter.
Right, yeah. That
But I
makes
mean,
sense.
if you want to kind of have some maltiness and something else to go with the hops and everything, I think it works. It works great in all styles. I
Right.
feel.
Yeah. No, that's okay, cool. This one's using Crystal 120, which is basically, I mean, you know the answer to this already, but I'll say what I'm reading here. Flavors pronounced caramel, burnt sugar, raisiny prunes. So you get the contributes red to deep hue, red hues to the beer. It's a malt style, is a caramel malt. It's 120 lava bond, so it's a little heavier on the kilning. For a it's the heavier of the caramels, let's say. All right. You want to use, it says use 3 to 15% in amber or dark beers for deep. I don't know. Okay. Anyway. And then, I'll get along here. Munich Dark is what they used. I didn't see that when I got it. Maybe if I went back. There is a Munich Dark. Here we go. So by Weirmann's, they have a German Munich Dark. And it's a 9 lava bond, darker than regular Munich malt. This will add color and strong malt flavor to the beer. Great for dark lagers. Mixes base malt with other base malts for a complex malt flavor and deeper color. And then they're using German wheat malt, which didn't have a whole lot of information on this, but 1.5 leva bonds. So you can see where leva bonds are. To those that don't know what that is, it's just color, the amount of kilning, the cooking that they do to produce the Maillard effect of all these grains, which is just basically the flavors and color profiles that you're producing, kind of like cooking coffee beans. Use up to 80% for wheat beers, or in smaller proportions to add body and head retention to Kolsch, alt beers, and other ales. Protein rest is recommended, as well as rice hulls, right? When you're using a little, like over 50% or something. I think there's a certain percentage. Okay, two more, I promise. United Kingdom's brown. So I found this one. It's their crisp English brown malt. And this, I don't know who makes it. 60 to 70 lava bonds. It's up there close to the 120. Made from green malt, imparts a dark roasted flavor and bitterness to beer. Works great in older styles of English ales such as brown ales and mild stouts and porters. Then we have a German Melanoidin.
Cookie.
Melanoidin.
Cookie and cake flavors.
Yeah. Oh, is it the cookie and cake?
Yeah.
I just read that too. I remember seeing that. Okay. 23 to 31 lava bonds adds red color and intensifies malt flavor and aroma, as well as cookie and cake flavors. As Bumpy said, mash up to 20% in amber and dark lagers, red ales, Scottish ales, Bocks, and Doppelbocks. So that's that. Lightly kiln toasted malt. So we're going to get some craziness out of this one. I've had this before, and it's very good. From what I remember, I just can't remember really how it tasted. I just remember it was good. Strong. Okay. Let's see how well it's aged. Gloopy is all hell. So it's creating a nice head for a strong beer, for one. Maybe the wheat or something like that's held the head together in retention. Whoa, I almost spilled that. What else would add? Would the crystal add any kind of head retention to?
Certain crystals are they call one that's carafoam, or it's crystal foam, which is used for head retentions and stuff. So I think most of the crystal malts probably do.
Nice. Okay.
With that. Yeah.
Cool. So we're looking at a nice. Thank you, Bumpy. We're looking at a nice finger head, and then it quickly diminished. It is at 12.4%. This is something John Anilli. Hey, how's it going? Would like. What was it? 12.4. Yeah. And 13 IBUs. So you can see this is probably going to be a sweet beer. The bitterness level is a little lower, and it's a high percentage beer, high octane beer. It's got. Let's go for the nose. Oh wow, yeah, that's barrel forward, whiskey forward, vanilla. Oh, deep, rich caramel. You're getting some dark fruits like a plumminess or a raisin, and that would be from the Crystal 120, probably more or less, amongst other things, depending on how much they used. That whiskey's nice though. And I shouldn't have done it, but I had the write-up of this beer from their website, and they put it in for so long in whiskey barrels and then something rather. I don't know. But maybe I could pull it up real quick. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. Torture everyone. All right, so yeah, a very good. It smells kind of like leather. I'm getting a leather, like a leather feel to it. It's got a lot of complex flavors. Toffee, caramel. Smells got a nice sweetness to it. Lighter brown at the bottom. Like brown. There's no reds in it or anything like that. No garnet. It's light brown and then really goes into a nice deep, rich, like milk chocolatey kind of dark opaque brown. Has a nice khaki head and good retention actually for a big, big beer like this. It's kind of oily on the top. I can't really swirl this right now, so it's got maybe a medium rising bubble. Let's go for the taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's actually quite. Wow, it's sweet. Yeah, that's real. It tastes like kind of like Dr. Pepper, with toffee. Well, that's it's real like stingy in the front without carbonation. I am getting ruby red now, looking down on it in different light. Very alcoholic, very punctual with that heat in the back of the mouth, right up the nose, right down the throat. Almost feels like what I felt like this morning after having Domino's pizza with all that harsh. Um, what do you get? What's that called?
Cardboard?
No, like the burning throat after, like from throw
Oh,
up.
acid reflux?
Acid reflux bad this morning from that pizza last night. I should not have ordered Domino's. Don't order Domino's when you're drunk. Okay, that's very hot around the cheeks, and I've all of a sudden become very warm and almost sweaty kind of. I'm just like, oh, like it's very boozy, very boozy. It does have like caramel's real nice right away. The tongue gets smothered with sweetness. Just this whiskey, vanilla, same as the nose. It's very sweet and just wow, chewy and a full body. Has a lot of that Dr. Pepper soda pop kind of flavor, Coca-Cola or something. And dries off with that, it kind of just dries off and rids off, goes away, everything goes away, and then alcohol kind of resides, so it kind of sticks around, goes down your throat. Wow, buttery diacetyl's coming through. I'm getting popcorn butter. It's definitely a small amount, a trace amount, but it is kind of like a lathery, smooth kind of buttery feel. Probably maybe from the barrels or whatever, tannins, stuff like that. Oh yeah, this is good. Things that I got were like the fruits. 120 caramel definitely had some play in this, with the fruitiness, the darker fruits. Biscuity. I couldn't really taste a whole lot of the malt because there was so much barrel forward kind of flavors, so much complexity from other things hitting it that it was really hard to even meet any kind of like breadiness. Maybe more like a raisin bread or something. It's weird. I'm just trying to go through real quick. Dark Munich malt, giving color wise, Munich worked well for this. It brought the deeper colors, the reds, this, that. And the German pale wheat probably helped with the retention, the head, the body. Spicy rye. This also had rye in it. I forgot about that. And there is a kind of a spiciness, like an herbaceous kind of feel in the back. It's kind of like, it's got like a spicy that's kind of working with the alcohol and making out, intensifying the alcohol in a way. Drying effect in the back. Very nice dryness. Dries off the flavors. You get that sweet bomb, and then it goes blah away. But it sticks with this alcohol spicy weirdness. The brown malt is. Oh, that was a fart from my mouth. Dark roasted flavor. Yeah, you get the dark roasted kind of feel is in there. Kind of a brown bread, I guess, if you can call it that. I guess brown bread crust, something like that to that extent. Kind of nice. And the Millinoidin is the you said cookies, cookie dough, this that cake. I don't know. It almost has kind of like a icing, like frosting or something that you put on some bread or something. It's so sweet and so like it has this raisin bread like thing, or I don't know. I'm tripping on this beer. It's actually, I don't know if it's tasted different from the last time I had it or not. I can't remember, but it is definitely very boozy. I'm getting buzzed actually as I speak. Um, that's it for the malts on that one, I guess. But that's just based off of a recipe. So I don't, if it, I don't know what exactly makes a brown ale. I haven't. I believe I might have made one in the past, but then again, it's been like 5-6 years since I've made anything. So I don't. I don't know what's the usual. Do you know off the top of your head that what goes into a brown, or is this recipe up to par?
Brown malt, if you can get it, is pretty much stable. I think in like an English brown.
Okay.
It, they say a brown tastes like a brown because of the brown malt. Basically, it's just very distinct. I actually use it in my telly porter as one
Okay.
of the malts. It does have a nice kind of robust type bread note to it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. I haven't. Have I made a brown? Oh, I did. I made a bump. Was it the?
I got hot cheeks. All
Yeah,
right.
extra bumpy nut brown or whatever it was. Yeah, but no, I haven't made too many. But I think I made one brown recipe in my
One brown. Yeah,
entire all my years of brewing.
I think I made one. I remember making one before. I was into porters when I first started. Porters and stouts because they were kind of easy to make. Um, IPAs got a little more challenging because of the
Yeah.
hop additions and stuff. But
Yeah, I can grab a. Let's see. I'm sure I can grab a brown recipe here. Let's do the master of homebrew. Find a recipe back here for browns. I'm sure recipes.
Chinook, East Kent Goldings, Columbus. Oh man.
Maybe I won't find it that quick.
This one was using Chinook, East Kent Goldings, and Columbus in their hop. That sounds great. Brown ales aren't bad, dude. This is pretty good. I like the rye in this. Is real nice touch to it. And that aging. Goodness. It's a hell of a strong beer.
All right. Here's a brown ale. Let's see everything close. This brown ale has they use pale ale malt, malted wheat, melanoid malt, 40 Lovibond caramel malt, or also known as crystal 40, black malt, which would be the black patent, and then they put roasted chestnuts in it as well.
Oh wow!
So in that recipe, they didn't use a brown malt.
So they have a nut brown ale, and then they have brown ales. But then he's putting nuts in this brown ale. So
Yeah,
should you call it a nut brown ale?
yeah, it's a nut brown ale.
I mean, that's what it says.
I thought I would have found something different than that. Too many books to go through, though. So
yeah, no, it's all right. Brown ale. Google it. So cool, man. Let's see what this is. Let's see. I want to see what beer ale all grain recipe. Well, Newcastle's brown. I don't want
now Lagunitas.
BYO.com. They always have a thing at the bottom of their thing. So these guys are using BYO is great. They always have an article about the style. I don't know if you've been there, Bumpy, but yeah, good site to go to. For 5 gallon batch, these guys are. I'm not going to read the pounds and all that, but just they're using mild ale malt, wheat malt, crystal malt 120, roasted barley, and then Fuggles is a straight shot all the way through with Fuggles. 90 minutes on that. Excuse me. London ale yeast, and they use a half cup of dried malt extract for priming. Oh, I don't know if that was good or bad, but that's what these guys use. So it seems like it's okay. It seems like everything is good. Where you get the Maris Otter, Crystal 120, Munich Dark, Wheat Malt, Brown, Melanoidin. Seems like they were paying attention to every little detail as far as like body, head retention, flavor, look and feel, stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean,
and probably a lot of trial and error too.
Trial and error for sure.
Yeah, how much of what do you put in? I mean, if you're looking for like a certain color, that's one thing. I mean, you're looking for certain flavor notes. How much do you add of one? Which doesn't always turn out just based off numbers. You kind of have to go by taste, which doesn't come to the final outcome. So sometimes it's like, okay, well, I use the right coloration, it's the right ABV I was shooting for, but it didn't have the right flavors. Like, so you have to go back in and switch things around a little bit. Use a little less of one, a little more of the other.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I remember messing up quite a bit sometimes. So there was one time when I left PB. I think I told you, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. But I left PBW in my thing, and we filled it up with the PBW in there. I know you can. Can't you drink it? Still, it's edible. I mean, edible to some extent, right? Or you probably don't want to drink that though. That's not good.
It's a cleaner.
It's a cleaner.
It's a non-rinse cleaner, so I mean, yeah, a little bit. It's not.
Oh, is it? PBW is?
Yeah, PBW is non-rinse.
Oh.
It's got oxidizers in it, though. So, I mean, you wouldn't want to take spoonfuls of it.
No, yeah, I
but
wouldn't.
It's not gonna harm you with residue.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm not sure how it would affect head retention.
I wish I would have known that before I dumped the beer, because I washed it. I dumped it out, but I didn't rinse it out.
It's a non-rinse.
Oh wow! I feel stupid now. I just wasted like $50. Well, not now, but when I did it, because we redid it. Yep, that's
all right. So there it is, right there. A safe, environmentally friendly cleaner. Removes stubborn stains, wide temperature range, hard water tolerant, easy rinsing, multiple uses. It says easy rinsing, but then I think it does say no need to rinse.
Always felt filmy to me, so I was like, get off. And you're like trying to get it off with your water hose water. You're like, get it out of there. It was always slippery like soap to me, so I got scared. I slept on it.
Although this doesn't say no need to rinse, it just says rinse immediately after using.
Huh. All right.
With the same temperature water.
I just didn't want to poison myself, so I
don't think it's environmentally friendly and everything, so it's not going to kill you.
Oh, cool. All right.
I think it used to say rinse free though.
Huh. Right on. That's
maybe that's the Star San.
Star San's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Starzan is. I know that doesn't have any flavor. Nothing imparts any flavor in the beer. That's clean. Bubbles. Don't be afraid of the bubbles. They're gonna be there. Yeah. Cool. I think we got some good beers tonight. Talked about some good malts. If we ever have to look back on this, we can. It's all in the library. So if anyone needs to, what did we? So you score your beer, man.
This is pretty damn good. It's probably one of the better, I would say. I mean, it's a coffee stout. It's on the side of the coffee stouts that I like. Like I said, it does have that sweetness to it. Well balanced. Not a big nitro fan, but this one was fine. So I mean, it's got some things working against it, just from the get-go because there's certain things that I just don't like, but it worked. So I think I'm going to give this one a 97 out of 100.
Very good.
Definitely one I would recommend to people that are into coffee stouts and nitro stouts. If you're into the dry Irish Guinness nitro or non-nitro, I think that this one has definitely better coffee flavors, at least for my palate, less harsh. So
Nice.
I think it's the same ABV or pretty close to it. Same smooth mouth feel from the nitro, and it definitely has more flavor though, better flavor.
Nice, dude. That's very good. 98, you said, right?
97.
97. Still a very good beer. In yours opinion, I mean, that's you have I like your scoring system. I like how you say good, very good, all that stuff. So that's a very good beer. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say yeah. Pretty much almost I would put it into the excellent range, I guess. I don't know if I was doing my 50-point inspection, where would it have landed? I don't know. Probably in the excellent range. May have been around.
Oh, you have an excellent? I thought very good was the top one. Okay.
I have poor, which basically almost means drain poor. Drinkable, which is like there's probably some minor flaws with it.
Right.
And then there's good, which is where it's kind of just that average type. It's good, like a lot of stuff you might get from Sam Adams. It's like it's just average. It's good. There's nothing wowing about it, whatnot. And then very good, which is like the typical. Most things are going to fall in the very good range for craft beers. And then you get the very select few that are excellent, like wow.
Well, I've never heard an excellent. That's why I didn't know that. I've never heard you say an excellent one yet. Huh. Do you have an excellent one that
coming up tomorrow? There'll be one.
Good.
I think. Right. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe that's just a very good. I can't remember. It's very good or excellent.
Nice, dude. Awesome. So yeah, talk about your stuff. Plugs. Plug away.
Yeah. Sundays I'm doing the after dark beers. So bring a dark beer. Like this beer would have worked perfectly fine. Any dark beer, as long as it's dark due to the malts and not dark due to fruit additives or coloration from dyes, type deal. And dark is in like looking like it's a brown or something. Like get into that brown hue at least. Not just red. Like if it's an amber ale or something like that. Not really. I mean, it's getting into the darker ales, but I want to go darker. And then other than that, that's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also on nice. Sunday. But then we have Malty Monday, which is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have a poll out right now. You can find it on Beer Man's community page, also in the last Malty Monday that happened in the description. You have 1 hour and 20 minutes left to vote on that poll. And I'll just say kind of what's winning right now. Last time I did this, it did change from what was winning to when the polls came down at 8 tonight. And this is going to be on March 22nd. Ooh. Yeah, we have a very close race between the Vienna Lager and the Oatmeal Stout. Right now, Vienna Lager is leading.
Oh, wow. Okay, I better get looking. Well, if that's it.
Where's it at now, Bump?
What?
Where's it at now? What's close?
Vienna Lager's at 47%. Oatmeal Stout's at 42%. 43 votes.
Oh, I can find an Oatmeal Stout now. Oh,
the other ones are way off. So I won't mention them.
It's like, shh.
Well, shoot, man. Cool. We have Brian in the house. We got Thrash.
Where?
He's right there. He's right there.
He's right there.
Hey, Bumpy, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah.
Thanks,
Cool.
Barry.
Let me get Brian up here on the center stage here, and
Oh no, I'm pooped. I've been scooping
on the left stage,
horse doo doo. So
on the poop stage.
yeah, it's everything's melting out here. So it's a big mud hole, and
Oh God.
cleaning up after horses is worse than a kid with diarrhea. So much fun, tons of fun. Cheers. So
Right, cheers.
I have the
Patrick's.
Guinness Draft Stout. I drank it last night. Plus, it's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
This doesn't have malts in it, but I won't say.
Good stuff, though. I like
It's
that.
good though.
It does have cream in it.
Yeah, so I love how the head stands up on this one. But yeah, everybody who's drank a Guinness, you just say Guinness and you have the taste in your mouth. I mean, it's that thing. It's a roasted coffee experience. They're low A. Well, this one's 4.2. The Guinness Extra Stout is 5.6%. But they pretty much have almost the same malt profile to them in a way. Some have a bit more fermentables in it. So malt wise, roasted malts, special B, patent black. I mean, there's all the dark hard roasted malts are in these types of beers. So yeah, you get a lot of acidic side effects to it, as well as the bitterness that comes from the acidity from those coffee roasted malts. So yeah, very good stuff. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
man.
They probably use Simpson malts, Josh.
Simpson.
I've always went out and looked to see, and it's hard to find any slight malt ingredient out there. They just say it's like a roast character with subtle fermentation fruitiness. But they don't tell you what's exactly in them, and you can only guess.
Right.
So when you make your you just got to guess. Out of the stouts that I've made, the closest one that I've made that is like this is like Drunken One's. He's got a dry stout that he gave me the recipe for, and I did it once, and it really came close to that thin coffeeness that's in these things. That just leaves your mouth really dry at the end, and yeah, it was real close. So yeah, good stuff. I love the dark malt beers, the stouts. Love how they warm up and change, and they're like a chameleon in a glass, as the temperature changes. And
yeah,
they're just fun to drink. I mean, they're especially this time of year where you pull one out of the fridge. Either you pop it open like I just did and just drink it over a time and let it warm up, or leave a couple bottles out. And as the evening goes on, the beer's already warm, and you start going from that point of the maltiness that's changed from it being cold to even a more chocolatey state. You get more floralness out of the roastiness itself. So I love how it's a chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
So
perfect
cheers.
Pub beer, man. Good, nice, crushable, sit by your friend and have a good time kind of beer.
Yeah, and it holds a head pretty good too for 4.2%.
Yeah.
You would think a beer that was that low and the kind of the thinness that you get with these types of stouts, that it would just fade, but it doesn't. This one I think has the nitrogen in it. Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah,
it's not the extra stout.
Does that one have the widget in it too? Is that
it doesn't have a widget? I think they bottled it with the nitrogen in it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So it doesn't have that explosion that the ones in the cans with the widgets have. So
yeah. It's funny. The ones on here, I'll bring us to this. Thank you, Brian. Actually, let me bring you back up because I want you to share your stuff out and plug away. And is there anything you want to talk about there? And
yeah, for those, everyone that watches all of our stuff, it's pretty much the same people. The Chug Challenge, if you guys aren't familiar with what's going on with the Beer Chug Challenge, I'm hosting it this year. We haven't done it in a few years, since 2018. We did it for a couple years, and it was with a lot of the homebrewers from all around the world. Started in 2017 by a guy named Hapless Ginger Brew, and he's in the UK. He's a character. He's a great guy, and everybody put in a recording of them chugging a liter of beer. It doesn't matter how fast you chug it. It's one of those things where you give me the rights to your video, and I'll edit it into a compilation with everybody else's. And it's a big fun thing that we do. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Nice, dude.
So we so the end date for videos to be done and an email to me where I can start working on your video is May 1st. And Bumpy showed his liter. This is a liter boot. So a Das Boot. You hear about Das Boots. This is a 1 liter boot.
Doing mine tonight.
Oh, cool. I'll probably do mine next week. Nice. It's fun. You don't have to. You can try and chug. It's fun to watch people try and chug. If you're not a chugger, it let people laugh at you. I mean, that's the whole thing, is to get beer spilled on you, or you choke, or
yeah, I will be one of those.
That's the whole thing. Is that. So if you guys want an idea what's going on, go out to my channel. I have, if you do a search on my videos for chug.
Nice, Bumpy.
You'll find that the chug challenges, the individual recordings I did, and the main compilation. So there's 3 of those videos, and then the 2 videos introducing people to this year. So those should be the latest videos on my channel right now. There's 2 of them. So go out there, check it out. It's all in good fun. Just be responsible. No kids in your videos. I'm not liable, so you can't sue me if you choke and die. So. It's all in fun.
Liver collapses.
Yeah.
Well, if you choke and die, chances are Brian's not going to get your video anyways. So
exactly. So
unless your spouse sends it to him,
exactly, or they push you down the stairs and then send me the video.
Yeah, man.
But it is a hoot, man. So far we probably have 15 to 20 people that have promised me that they're going to be doing it.
Wow.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The guys in New Zealand and Australia are starting to come out of the woodwork, and a few of the guys in the northern parts of Europe are starting to come out of the woodwork.
Birthday.
You just threw me out there, Josh. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, St. Patrick.
Happy birthday, Trish.
Happy birthday, Trish. Yeah,
that's right. Happy birthday, Trish.
Keep sipping.
Yes. Let's see. Bullman's beer reviews. Beer of the year contender. Oh, that must have been earlier. Cool. Oh, Patch of Heaven. What's up, y'all? It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Patch is in here?
Yeah.
Hey, cheers,
earlier.
Patch. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't see him, man. I'm sorry about that. Hey, Patch. Cheers.
But
cool. Let me, here, I'll go back to this. I'll just, that way, it's only 3 of us. Yeah, cool. So what would you rate your Guinness there? You rated it I think you had that last night.
Yeah, that's always a good go-to. It's I think I rated it a 96. I think it's
96, yeah.
This is my favorite Guinness stout out of all of them. I think this one has I like the more darker character to it. This one's very unique, like I was saying. It as it warms up, you just get these real mellow chocolate notes that come out, and it's like it's like the old fogey smoking a cigar on out in front of their house, late at night, watching the sun go down, and they're smoking their stogie, and they're just getting those wonderful characters of what they're doing. It's the same thing with this. This is kind of like the cognac
cigar, dude.
It's awesome, and I like the other ones as well, but this one's the one where I like as it warms up, you just get those extra characters that I didn't taste in the other ones. So
nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, what I've always liked about Guinness is that smoky. They kind of have like a smokiness or something. It's just they're so subtle and smooth and nice and roasted.
Yeah. Yep.
Just love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool,
so 96. 96.
96. Nice, dude. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, I don't think I did any of my thing. I'll just go ahead and do that now. So this beer was nice. As I was saying, it was vanilla whiskey, super whiskey. Boozy really was hitting me, but you got to expect it the 12.4. I mean, come on. And it's been aging for 6 months. You'd think that some flavor, some alcohol would maybe go away or something, but it was definitely punctual. So nothing got like drowned or anything. It just kind of stayed freaking crazy, crazy as it was from what I kind of remember of it the last time I had it. Canadian whiskey barrel aged Imperial Brown Ale. This is what I had, Brian. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Boulevard.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good beer. Dark raisins. Raisin kind of dark fruits. Just caramely, sticky, boozy, vanilla, whiskey. Niceness, tobacco leaf, just very spicy in the back, dry. I'd give this a freaking 98, man. This is like a fucking great beer, like the first F-bomb of the night, but this is like, here's number 2, fucking great beer. Really good.
Shit.
All right. I can't say any more F words. No, but So beer and cheese is just an open one next time. There's no theme. Bring what you'd like. I don't care what you have. Nice, man, with the Baileys on that. Oh, look at that milk under there.
You know what? This is so freaking awesome. When you put the Baileys in first, just put like half a shot in. You pour it up.
Curdles.
Yeah, curdles.
Yeah, curdles, and it's really cool because the head on it's like it's the curdle, but it it doesn't taste like you're eating cottage cheese or anything like that. It's like very, you can scoop it with a spoon, which is cool. But yeah, you can see it's kind of like a brain.
Oh, that's weird, dude.
But it's really good. It adds a little sweetness to the stout as well. Nice. And it coats your glass weird. I mean, it's weird when you do it.
Nice. Oh yeah, dude.
Too many of those, you're gonna have a bad morning. Stomach's turning over.
Well, 4.2% with a little bit of 17% Bailey's original.
Stomach. That way it's going to react in the stomach with a milk product and alcohol.
Give me a lot of.
I had a couple last night. I used to do it all the time. I actually put a little Bailey's in my coffee this morning. I'm like, that's damn good.
What's that shot? The something nipple or something? Isn't there something with like a curdly, nasty funk?
I know they have one that's called the Brain, where they shoot it and in the middle it kind of globs up and it looks like a brain with the kind of the little channels like that in it.
That sounds terrible, dude. Now that I've never had it in that beer, but I might have to now. So isn't Bailey's part of the Irish Car Bomb too, or is that just I think
Jameson Jameson and Guinness? Red Bull. Oh, Red Bull?
Is it Red? Isn't that the bomb? Like when they put the Red Bull in there?
I'm not sure. I'm not a big.
I'm not a hard liquor drinker.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm a beer drinker.
My wife would know.
So I know that Lone Star, he does car bombs all the time. He drops what does he pour? I can't remember what beer he pours, but then he's got a shot of Jameson that he bloop, and then drinks it.
Oh man. Wait, Jameson's good, actually. I do like Jameson.
At the last year's year before, Great American Beer Festival I went to, Jameson had the cask series with their beers. Dude, they had like a block like roped off of nothing but their presentations of all of their Jameson beers. Oh my God, they're freaking cool.
They have beers too?
Yeah, they look up the Jameson what is it? The barrel aged beers, I think. Yeah, look up Jameson beer.
Cool.
And you'll see the different beers that they did.
I'll look at that. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know.
It was really cool.
Yeah. The Car Bomb probably is Jameson and Guinness.
Yeah,
it's going to be something Irish.
I think they call it Car Bomb because the Irish mob was known for make like blowing up people's cars.
Yeah.
That's an easy way to do it. Yeah, just blow them up. Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for the people. I don't want to get into that. Never mind. Nope. Not getting into it. Anyway, Dev's chunky.
It's not bad though. It's not. You would think it would have a real nasty texture. It's like marshmallowy. You know what I mean?
Marshmallowy. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's real smooth.
Cool.
It's not like you crush it in between your tongue and your palate.
Nice.
What was that? Jameson, Bailey's, and Guinness. Yeah.
Jameson, Bailey's, and Guinness.
Oh my!
Say that 5 times. Yeah. That does sound like Wizard of Oz.
All right. The Yellow Brick Road.
Well, follow us. Speaking of following, follow us next week for another session of this. It'll be the 4th show, and then 4 to go after that. So we got 5 more shows of this Malt Happy Wednesday. And let's talk about malts. Bring your malty beer as less hoppy as possible, so you can taste the hops in your beer. Actually, an IPA would be fine too if you wanted to. Then you can kind of distinguish what you're pulling out of it malt wise. So that's cool. Good show. What is that you're drinking?
This is my homebrew IPA.
Nice.
I'm just using it kind of to clear the class a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll have another one of them. But yeah,
that's cool.
So there's a joke there, Josh. We got 3 Irishmen walking to a bar, Jameson, Bailey's, and Guinness, and nobody walked out.
Oh God! Come on. Jesus.
Don't have a dirty Sanchez, Bailey's, and tequila. What?
Nobody walked out, dude.
Nobody walked out.
Fireball and Irish cream. Oh man. Oh, that sounds funky, Tim. Damn, dude.
Yeah. Fireball and Irish cream.
Holy shit.
That'll make it curdle.
I'm trying not to have a stomach ache today. I've got to take down 3 Coors here soon. So. Oh shit! Some North Carolina accent came out of me right now. All right, so
little secret when you're doing your chug, make sure your beer's warm.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Otherwise, you'll get that ice cream headache.
I had to put mine back in the fridge.
I got these 2 16-ounces, which is 2 ounces shy. So I've got to pour a different beer because I don't have any more.
Hey,
so I'm going to mix it with.
Let them set out a little bit. Let them warm up.
It's not normal.
It'll be a little bit more effervescent, but you won't get a brain freeze.
Plus, I had dinner, and then I just had a nice.
Well, I would wait and let your dinner go down because that's going to fill your stomach right up, man.
I'm not a chugger anyways, so I don't really.
No, I'm not a chugger.
Anything's going to help. I started for a week. Hey.
My first one was 1:30, so 1:28. So I'm not a chugger, dude.
Just let me know. Email me. Go to my channel and go to my about and get my email address and let me know when you guys got yours done and the links to it, and I'll go grab them.
Awesome.
I got Chattios and John and Nellie's. There should be a couple more emails waiting for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. That sounds fun. Let's wrap this up, and so we can get on with the rest of our games for today and big old crazy wild Wednesday on a St. Patrick's fucking day. Oh, there's the third F-bomb today. I might have to tell them I don't want to get monetized on this one. So potty mouth. Let's do the outro. Cheers.
Cheers.